homes are underwater near Estacada after the Clackamas River jumped its banks. Craig Cheatham is in Carver. Craig, what's the situation there?
Not very good, Mark. Let's take a look at the Clackamas River right now. It looks more like a lake moving at the speed of a world-class rapids. And over here you can see a trailer park threatened by the Clackamas River, the new version of the Clackamas River, a more dangerous version, I might add. Several trailers underwater. It looks like, according to one witness, that one of those trailers may actually float away sometime this afternoon. It is a very dangerous place to be. You can see on the other side of the trees over there, on a typical day, that would be dry land. Now, it looks like it's formed a second river. The Clackamas River clearly has become a very dangerous place to be. We took a tour earlier this morning of a place called Paradise Park. Needless to say, it does not look much like paradise today. We went on a boat, took a look at several homes that were underwater. Dozens of people have been evacuated from this area. Dozens of homes are underwater. You can see a car there that has water up to about half of it. Power is out to some homes, and needless to say, some folks feel very fortunate to have survived this morning.
This morning about 5:30, and wasn't overly concerned until I came out with a flashlight, check out the river, and started getting pretty concerned.
It's moving fast.
It's moving fast. It's up. Yesterday when I got home from work, it was within about 4 feet of the bank where you see it now, and it's climbed that much overnight.
After a trip through Paradise, we went a couple of miles downstream between Barton and Carver, where some folks were piling up sand to protect themselves and their homes and all of their belongings from the swollen Clackamas River. The river is threatening many homes in this area. About a dozen people have been evacuated, sandbags there protecting that home. Needless to say, the sandbags have worked, at least so far. But many people are evacuating. They're bringing in trucks, removing their belongings. They're not taking any chances. And it appears at this point that the river is not relenting. Back to you, Mark.
Craig, is that the sound of raindrops I hear? Is it still raining hard out there?
Oh, it's pouring out here. And I got to tell you, we've talked to several folks that live along the Clackamas River, and without exception, all of these people are telling us that the river continues to rise very rapidly. Some people are telling us that it's rising 6 inches to a foot an hour, depending on where you live and what type of protection you have. So it looks like it's only going to get worse here in the next few hours. This could be, we could have a lot of very scary situations here later this afternoon.
Wow. We'll check back in with you then again this afternoon. Craig Cheatham reporting from along the Clackamas River.
I don't know.
Debris in the Willamette River.
That's amazing time-lapse photography, too, showing how many logs came crashing down into the river. On the Clackamas River, the water, we're told, could go as high as 5 to 6 feet above flood stage tonight.
Craig Cheatham is in Carver, where the river did some damage to a mobile home park. Craig, did people evacuate there?
Quite a few people, Mike. Dozens of people evacuated. Some are staying with friends. Some are actually trying to tough it out here, hoping for the best. Take a look at what we're talking about here. You can see the Clackamas River pouring into this mobile home park, threatening probably about 10 or 12 homes, actually. It'll have to rise another foot before it actually enters some of these homes. But nonetheless, they have sustained some damage. And these ladies right here, we were talking to just a few moments ago, you were telling us that that your home has also sustained some damage. Can you give us a feel for what kind of damage you've got?
Just water damage for right now. And they cut the power off, so we won't have any electricity to our freezers and things so forth.
So what are you going to do tonight?
I'm going to stay over here across the street until later on, and then we may have to go out. Yeah.
Terrific. Thank you very much, ma'am. Obviously, this wasn't the only place that had flood damage. We got a few pictures if we can take a quick look at those. We went to several places around the area. We went just a couple of miles downstream where a couple was wading through the Clackamas River in hip-deep water. We also witnessed an elderly couple rescued, a dramatic rescue on a tractor, believe it or not. Also several other areas, several miles upstream where homes seem to disappear, cars disappeared. It is an area that will sustain some heavy damage, no doubt, and we'll be taking a closer look at this in the days to come. Back to you.
Okay, Craig Cheatham reporting tonight from Carver along the Clackamas River. Mike?
Police in the town of Scio are confirming the death of Mason in Staten.
They are evacuating their homes in many neighborhoods along the Clackamas River right now. Let's check in with Craig Cheatham, who is watching residents flee their homes near Carver. Craig, are people being ordered to leave, or they're just leaving on their own?
Well, they're leaving with a very strong recommendation that they should leave, Shirley, and we all know what that means. That means get out of town and get out of here as fast as you can. I'm at the Carver Mobile Home Park here, right on the Clackamas River, and let's take a quick look at why there's so much concern. This is one of the homes, and as you can see, the water is coming right up to it. And in fact, just in the last couple of hours, where I'm standing now, this used to be dry ground. Just a couple of hours ago, the river is flowing all the way through the mobile home park, and it is going all the way down toward the end there. The river has carved about 3 or 4 different routes as a result of this flood, and one of these routes is right through the middle of this RV park. Let's take a look at some of the video we shot earlier today in different areas along the Clackamas River. At this spot, you see a gentleman walking through waist-deep water, carrying his belongings over his shoulder in hefty bags. Moments later, his in-laws were rescued by a tractor, believe it or not. We saw widespread flooding along the Clackamas River, everywhere from Barton to Carver, all the way up the river, about 10, 15 miles. We saw cars disappearing in floodwater. Floodwater rising 5, 6, 7 feet even on several houses. People had to be rescued by boats, and some people are still trying to tough it out in their homes tonight, although many people are saying that is just simply not what you want to do. Down here at the Carver RV Park, this is what they're asking folks to do. Leave quickly, take as many belongings as you can, and do not come back until the floodwaters are over. They are concerned about looting here. It hasn't been a big problem yet, but they're going to have 24-hour security here to watch this RV park just in case. The rain, Shirley, continues to fall very hard tonight.
And it will for the next few days, unfortunately. Thank you. Craig Cheatham reporting tonight from the Clackamas River near Carver.
Calling it the worst flooding since 1964. Yes. We'll have more on the flood story when we come back.